back to the channel, everybody. First of all, I wanted to say a big thank you to the person who made the amazing intro video for me there. He knows who he is. Thanks so much. I'll link to his channel in the description for this video. Today in our video we've got a little drive out to Brentwood Bay and West Saanich Road, starting out with a very complicated left turn here. You can see the autopilot's really struggling with the turn here coming up. What we have here is to the left of us we have a bit of a dip in the road, so it's really hard to see the cars coming. The car does seem to be picking them up, but fairly late, which is about the same as a person would have to deal with. In the end, the car was not able to make this left turn, so it'll be really interesting to try this again on future software revisions and see if that type of thing improves. Again, in this video, what I've done is I've put some chapter markers in the description, so if you'd like to jump to some of the interesting parts, have a look in the description and just click on those links. The rest of this drive actually went fairly well, besides those ones I've called out in the description. It was fairly smooth and fairly impressive. You'll see later on going through a small village of Brentwood Bay. Lots of twists and turns, small, tight residential neighborhood streets that were some pretty impressive driving. The first part here on this road is that it had some random slowdowns, so if you watch the speed there, just randomly in the middle of the road with seemingly not much around, the car slows down. It doesn't slam on the brakes, but it definitely slows down. I'm not sure if that's due to the rough pavement or if it's seeing something on the edges, but I'll be interested to see how that improves in future revisions. There's one example. It dropped from 50 to 47 or 53 to 47. So a bit disconcerting when that happens. There's another drop down to 38. So I kept reporting them. Hopefully that helps in the future. I just randomly picked some small residential side roads here just to see what would happen, get as much exposure as possible. Did fairly well on this little section here. Bit of swerving left and right, sometimes a minor amount, but in general quite well done. Coming up to a stop sign here, trying to go straight across. Handle that pretty smoothly. There's a lot of rerouting required to get it onto the small roads. Whenever you put a destination in that's any distance away, it immediately, of course, tries to get onto the main roads using the Google Maps quickest destination algorithm. That's why I kept having to override it, cancel it, and try to force it onto some smaller roads that I was interested in. Here you can see it is often fairly close, more to the center of the road, which has been a problem on some streets. Not really sure what determines whether it stays to the right or the center. I've seen both. It might be just the slight ridge in the center or slight change in the pavement between the two lanes that lets it see that it should be on the right hand side in some cases, and in other cases it's right in the middle of the road. If it does encounter a car coming towards it in those scenarios, it does eventually move over, but way too late. It really worries people when they have the car coming towards them until 50 meters away in the center of the road and then finally move over. Here we have quite a tight left turn, which it seems to handle okay. It doesn't seem to have a problem turning tightly. The main problems with intersection I've seen is when it can't really see, which is expected. I'm not sure how they'll fix that in the future. So we are coming north, southbound at the roundabout that we had some problems with initially in a previous video when we were heading northbound. I don't think that problem was actually because of the car. That was just me not being used to it yet and intervening too early. So we handled this roundabout really nicely and smoothly this time around. Here we have a tight right turn that it has some problems with for some reason. Might be because of that median. I'm not really sure what happened here. It tried to pull out in front of a car and I had to stop it, even though in the video here it did pick it up in blue, but just at the end it missed it. I'm not sure what happened. In the future I'm going to try to capture some of the side repeater camera footage in those cases and see if we can see anything interesting there. This left turn at the light again, it had some problems with. I don't quite know for sure if that was me intervening too early or not. It seemed to be turning in front of a car, so I decided to stop it. So here it looks like it had planned to make that turn in front of that truck, even though it did show up on the visualization, so I'm not sure why it missed that. Here we are doing the same roundabout again, northbound. And there's a bit of hesitation this time, but in general it goes fairly smoothly. It's pretty confusing here with the right turn lane before the roundabout, so I did slow down and have a look at that before deciding how to get into it. But in the end it managed to get through it. Pretty impressive. So this is a different area on the way back. What I'm trying to do here is cross West Saanich Road, 2-lane road, one northbound, one southbound. And watch the tentacle on the navigation here. It is just jumping all over the place. Left turn, right turn, straight through. I have no idea what's going on there. It has a very clear navigation straight across that road. But what happens, I've seen this a few other times, is all of a sudden it just decides to make a different turn, which is really disconcerting. That's it for the video today. Please share, like, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and send me any feedback if you're interested in something specific. Thank you.